Hi, my name is Bjergegaard and I'm a portfolio entrepreneur. My three partner colleagues and I have created a company factory called Rainmaking, and within 3 years we have created 3 successful companies with a total revenue of 20 million euro, around 60 employees and a solid profit. At Rainmaking, our concept is to get business ideas, test them at the market, start creating the company, and after 3 to 5 years make an exit of each company. We've already sold our first company, SIG in Germany, to Scandinavia's biggest capital fund, Investor AB in Sweden. Today, in my second round of entrepreneurship, it's a lot of fun for me to be an entrepreneur. In my first round, 10 years ago, it was quite terrible. The 7 advice you're about to see are what made all the difference for me. The difference between pain and pleasure, between loss and profit, between failure and success. I know your time is valuable, so I'll keep it short. Each advice will be presented in less than a minute. If you're hungry for more, you're welcome to get in touch. Advice number 1. Evaluate more ideas. It's sloppy to pick the first idea you happen to fall in love with. You need to evaluate more ideas, at least 3. When you have more ideas to choose from, your approach will automatically be more analytic, and you will consider both strengths and weaknesses. It's okay to fall in love with your idea, but don't do it before you have thoroughly analyzed it and weighted it against other good ideas. You want a good marriage with your idea, not an impulsive and short love affair. The way to get more ideas in your pipeline is to open your mind and talk to a lot of people. There are unsolved problems everywhere and a world full of inspiration. If you dedicate a week of your time and focus to be creative and develop ideas, I bet you have at least 5 before the weekend. Advice number 2. Find the right balance between persistency and flexibility. You probably a million times heard the advice to be persistent and keep believing in your idea no matter what others say. That advice is only half true. Life is short and you want to be successful quickly, not in 25 years from now. Don't pick a journey that will be uphill. It's much more fun and rewarding to be applauded from day one. If you have spoken to 10 investors and none of them want to invest in your project, consider if they do have a point. Don't be stubborn. On the other hand, don't give up too soon either. Of course many people won't be able to see how brilliant your plan is. Don't mind that. But be open to criticism and to the fact that your present idea might simply not be what the world needs right now. Advice number 3. Make a small test. The concept you start out with will quite surely not be the concept you end up being successful with. You'll get smarter on the way and you'll make adjustments. Talk to any successful entrepreneur and he'll tell you how much he fine-tuned and adjusted his concept on his way to success. Therefore, you need to figure out a way how to make a small test. No matter how much or how little money you have to make it happen, only spend 10% of that at the first test. Many things are almost free, for instance talking to customers. Try to sell them the product or service before you design it or buy it. If they accept, you do have a problem, but a positive one, and you'll find a way to fix it. By making small tests you can try different approaches instead of putting all your eggs in one basket. Advice number 4. Work with the best. Be critical about who you team up with. Go for the best possible partners and employees. Your brother or uncle might be a nice guy, but is he the right man for the job? Good people make all the difference. People that are twice as expensive are sometimes 10 times as efficient. Don't be penny wise but pound foolish when picking your team. Be a team player, not a prima donna. You can only attract the best if you're willing to share both the money, the power and the honor. Every day you need to think through what you can do to help your team members to both personal and professional success and fulfillment. The best won't settle for less than total dedication. Advice number 5. Create a mental vision. Create a mental vision together with your team from the very beginning. What is it you want to create? Does it give all of you sufficient energy, purpose and direction? If you were to build a house, you wouldn't just start out in one corner and hope for the best. You would make a very detailed drawing and description of the end result you were aiming for. Do the same when you want to create a company. Don't let anything be unsaid. Get it out in the open. Building a company is a team effort, not something you can plan on your own. Be ready to adjust your mental vision as reality teaches you lessons. Your vision is supposed to be flexible, realistic, and at all times give your entire team energy and make sure you are aligned and at the same page. Advice number 6. Cut down on your working hours. If you are like most entrepreneurs, you should cut off 10 hours of your working week in order to get more efficient. Working 60+ hours a week drains your creativity, energy and clear sight. Develop and exercise both your body, your brain, your soul and your heart. Use your body in whatever way you prefer, but make sure to stress it, reaching 90% of your maximum pulse almost every day. Read books that challenge your intellect and takes your mind to new places. Connect with other people, try to understand them and feel them, and spend time together with your loved ones. Meditate or find other ways to cultivate your internal life, to find meaning, peace and personal power. It's a tough job to be an entrepreneur, and you'll never make it in the long run if you don't make sure to be a whole person and recharge your batteries almost every day. Advice number 7, the last one. Remember that it can be great to be an entrepreneur. You will hear a lot about high risk, low earnings, long working hours, little chance of success and personal neglect when you tell people about your choice of being an entrepreneur. But remember, this doesn't have to be the case. If you do it right, it can be great. You don't have to sacrifice anything. Don't believe these stories that you will never succeed unless you give up everything except your work. There are many examples of people who have created successful companies while living great lives, having fun and being whole persons. You don't hear about them that often because they don't fit the media's profile of an entrepreneur. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. They sure do, and you can become one of them if you have the courage to stand out and create your own destiny.